Welcome to another edition, Market Hunter Thursday with Herbe. A lot of the investors constantly coming to me and saying, "Wait, how did you get started?" A lot of them have fear in regards to getting started. There are several ways to start educating yourself. Then let them know, hey, listen, I'm a beginner. I'm here to learn. That's how we all get started. It is the holy grail for us real estate investors. Is start calling some of your local brokers. If the numbers work out, analyze twice, make an offer once. It may get rejected. That's the name of the game. Less than 5% offer letters ever get accepted. I wanted to kind of shift gears a little bit. I've been talking to a lot of investors, even some brokers over the past several weeks. A lot of the investors constantly coming to me and saying, "Wait, how did you get started? You've only been doing this for about 3 years now." And I sense kind of like the tone in their voice when they're asking me that question is a little bit of fear. I don't know the financial situation of these investors that are coming to me. Some of them, may be well capitalized. Some of them may not be. But regardless, either way, a lot of them have fear in regards to getting started. I've always, come to the realization if I fear something, let me get educated about it so we can begin to really get rid of those fears, to start waning on those fears, diluting those fears, because what you realize is that a lot of times fear is something that you've put into yourself simply because you don't understand. So if you don't understand, well, let's get to understand it. And the great thing about educating yourself in real estate is that, number one, you're not caught up in a small classroom with a pain in the butt professor with a 300-page textbook needing to read it from front to back to learn everything about real estate investing, right? There's so many places that you can go, and I actually strongly urge that you go to more than just one place when you are really just immersing yourself in real estate education. I'm not selling any programs that you have to spend $25,000 here, $50,000 there. That's on you. This is just how to educate yourself to really start dispelling those fears so you can make your first plunge into the real estate pool. There are several ways to start educating yourself. No particular order, and you may want to add on to this list. If so, that's great. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing, go to a local RIA meeting, a local real estate group in your own neighborhood, in your own town. What for? Just to meet people, to shake hands, network, exchange phone numbers. There, you're going to meet some real estate investors that are just getting started. You're going to meet some real estate investors that have been real estate, that have been investing for years. Folks, guess where I met Matt Fairclough? Guess where I met Justin Frazier? At our local real estate meeting. They happen to belong to the same local real estate group that I did, and we just kept on running to each other, meeting after meeting, month after month, and we just kind of hit it off. When you go to these local real estate group meetings, you're going to learn about the different type of real estate strategies that people are using every day. You're going to learn about the financial strategies. People are going to talk about your local markets because it's a local real estate group meeting. They're typically going to have a guest speaker talking about different real estate strategies as well. They may want to sell you a program. Don't buy the program. Just listen to what they have to say. But a lot of times they'll have their sponsors there, their vendors there. It could be a local banker, CPA, tax attorney, contractors, and so on, a mortgage broker. These are folks that you're ultimately going to want on your real estate team anyway, so it doesn't hurt you to get started. Then let them know, hey, listen, I'm a beginner. I'm just getting started. I'm here to learn. Trust me when I tell you they're going to open you with welcome arms. That's how we all get started. We're not born into this. We grow into this and we learn about it. The second thing I would do is drive around your neighborhood. Get in your car, maybe within a 5-10 mile radius, drive around the neighborhood. But this time when you drive around your neighborhood, drive with the conscience of being a real estate investor. Not that you're rushing to get to the gym or school or whatever it may be. Take a look at some of the companies moving into the town, some of businesses moving into town, any kind of schools that are popping up. Where are people moving into? Where are the for sale signs in the neighborhood within that 5 to 10 mile radius that you live? Is it a lot of for sale by owners, or is it a lot of listing by brokers? Stop by the Chamber of Commerce. They're going to tell you about what businesses are doing. Are they closing up, moving, and going to, the state next door or something like that? So drive around. Take a look at what really is going on in your neighborhood. This is what folks who invest out of state wish that they could do was have feet on the street, really to get a gauge of the real estate, the keeping their finger on the pulse. You could do it by just getting in your car and driving around. Number three, I'm not getting a dime for mentioning them, but let's be real. It is the holy grail for us real estate investors. You don't even need to sign up for a subscription if you don't want to. Articles, blogs, all things real estate, fix and flips, mortgage brokers, real estate brokers, contractors. Your local real estate group meeting is local. Bigger Pockets obviously is nationwide. If you do have interest in investing outside your state, great. Great place to connect with people. Bookmark that. That's going to be a website. That's going to be educational resource that you're going to be going back to over and over and over again. They got fix and flips calculators. They also have rental calculators as well. Just plug in the numbers and it's going to spit out the cash flow and the returns that you'll be making for investing in that particular property. Fourth thing that I would do is start calling some of your local brokers. Some of them, they're not going to be hip to taking your call because you're an investor. The smart ones will. Typically those that are young, that are hungry, they're just starting off with a new brokerage firm themselves. They want to make a name for themselves. So they're not only going to kind of tie themselves with the retail buyers and sellers out there, which is extremely competitive market, but they're going to want to align themselves with real estate investors as well. And when you start calling them and you start connecting with them, offer to take them out for lunch, offer to take them out for coffee, nothing too fancy, but you want to explain to them what your real estate strategy is. You want to be able to communicate to them that you are someone who's serious, that you have the ability to close quickly, and that you're in this for the long run. This is not going to be like a hit it and quit it. They don't want to deal with a one and done type player. They want to deal with that real estate investor that they know that can be for them, right, a consistent annuity stream, right? Because you're going to be doing volume over time. Maybe not at the beginning, but just over time. Call some local brokers. These are folks that you're going to need to have in your Rolodex anyway, because let's be real, they have those listings and they're the ones that pick up the phone and call up their investors that they know that can act quickly. You want to get on that list. Those are 4 ways. There could be more than 4 on the educational tools that you can use to help yourself get over the fear that you have to get started in real estate investing. Once you feel that fear start to subside and you're like, hey, you know what? I think I can actually do this. What do you want to do next, folks? You want to execute. You want to execute. All right. And how are you going to go ahead and start executing? You first want to go ahead and put a business plan together. In that business plan, a little explanation about yourself, who you are, the type of real estate investing that you're interested in, wholesale, fix and flip, small multifamily, that you have capital lined up, that if a deal comes across your desk, you're going to be able to execute it. Whether this is capital that you have on your own, capital from family and friends. So with this business plan, you're going to put this business plan in front of 2 groups of people. Number 1, in front of the family and friends, letting them know what you're doing. And number 2, in front of the brokers. So the brokers are going to be taking you seriously. Say, hey, listen, you know what? I just met with this dude, Irving Francois today, man. I think this dude, he's a real thing. He's going to be able to close quickly if I bring him a property. That broker is going to work extra hard for you if she believes that you are an investor that can close quickly and without drama, without issues, all right? They're trying to make these closings as simple as possible so they can get on to the next one, right? Because for them, as we all know, they get paid, their compensation structure is all commission, all right? So you want to put that business plan together. This is what you're going to put in front of family and friends, letting them know what you're doing. And at the same time, this is what you're going to put in front of your brokers, right? After that, what are you going to do? You're going to revisit some of those properties that you found some interest in when you started driving around your neighborhood within a 5 or 10 mile radius. Again, wholesale, fix or flip, or a small multifamily, right? We're starting small here. We're not swinging for the fences. We're just looking to get on the first base. And once you do, whether it's a listing directly from the seller or from the broker, you're going to call up that specific person and you're going to get the numbers. You're going to get the financials. And once you do get the financials, you're going to put them through one of those calculators that are on Bigger Pockets. If you have another calculator, have at it. I'm just recommending the calculators that are in Bigger Pockets. I've used them before. They've been real helpful. Put the numbers through, and once you put the numbers through, it's going to tell you what kind of cash on cash return you might be getting from this deal, what kind of cash flow you should expect to get from this particular rental. If the numbers work out, you're going to analyze twice and you're going to make an offer once, analyze twice, make an offer once. Once you put those numbers in that offer letter, you're going to go ahead and submit that offer letter directly to the broker if it's a property being listed by a broker, or directly to the seller if it's a property listed by the seller. You're going to submit an offer. And it's going to be professional. You're going to state your name, who you are, and the company that you found and why you found it, that you have an interest in this property, so much so that you're willing to submit an offer for X amount of dollars in order to purchase it. Be ready to close any event that they do accept your offer, right? Because again, they like these transactions to move quickly. I may be making it sound simple for you right here. What is supposed to be simple is the ability for you to get over your fear. You're not going to have every offer accepted. It may get rejected. That's the name of the game. You can read a lot of articles in Bigger Pockets talking about less than 5% offer letters ever get accepted. You just imagine the amount of offer letters that you need to put out there, but that's okay because this is the game. Like I said, we just want to start assuaging our fears and getting on first base. We're going to start by educating ourselves, going to the local RIA meetings, driving around our neighborhoods, going to Bigger Pockets, calling those brokers, developing a relationship with those brokers by taking them out to lunch, taking them out for a cup of coffee. Then we're going to start visiting those properties again, go on the MLS. If we don't have access to the MLS, the broker that we're working with, they're going to give you all the numbers. You're going to run those numbers through those calculators. It's going to spit out a return for you. If you're comfortable with that return, you're going to go ahead and you're going to submit an offer. It's a relationship building business. You're going to be developing relationships with the real estate brokers. You're going to be developing relationships with lenders. If you're looking into fix and flips, obviously you're going to be developing relationships with contractors. And you're going to do this over time. You don't need to do it right away. We're building, we're building, we're building. And you're going to get over that fear. Even if you submit your first offer that does wind up getting rejected, what have you done? You've gotten over your fears. And that's what this video is all about. Right now, it's just to get your feet wet, get started, get comfortable, network with a lot of folks, and from there, you take your first plunge. Please, if you like anything here, subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next video. All right, folks, take care and have a great, profitable week.